Now a man named Lazarus was sick. He was from Bethany, the village of Mary and her sister Martha. So the sisters sent word to Jesus.
"Lord, the one you love is sick."
And then he said to his disciples,
Let us go back to Judea.
"But Rabbi," they said, "a short while ago the Jews there tried to stone you, and yet you are going back?"
After he had said this, he went on to tell them,
Our friend Lazarus has fallen asleep, but I am going there to wake him up.
His disciples replied.
"Lord, if he sleeps, he will get better."
Jesus had been speaking of his death, but his disciples thought he meant natural sleep. So then he told them plainly,
Lazarus is dead, and for your sake I am glad I was not there, so that you may believe. But let us go to him.
Then Thomas, also known as Didymus, said to the rest of the disciples,
Let us also go, that we may die with him.
Lord,
Martha said to Jesus,
"If you had been here, my brother would not have died. But I know that even now God will give you whatever you ask."
Jesus said to her,
Your brother will rise again.
Martha answered,
"I know he will rise again in the resurrection at the last day."
Jesus said to her,
I am the resurrection and the life. The one who believes in me will live, even though they die, and whoever lives by believing in me will never die. Do you believe this?
"Yes, Lord,
She replied,
I believe that you are the Messiah, the Son of God, who is to come into the world."
After she had said this, she went back and called her sister Mary aside.
"The teacher is here
She said,
and is asking for you."
When Mary heard this, she got up quickly and went to him. When Mary reached the place where Jesus was and saw him, she fell at his feet and said,
Lord, if you had been here, my brother would not have died.
Where have you laid him?
He asked.
"Come and see, Lord."
They replied.
Take away the stone.
He said,
Take off the grave clothes and let him go.
"But Lord,
said Martha, the sister of the dead man,
by this time there is a bad odor, for he has been there 4 days."
Jesus said to them,
Did I not tell you that if you believe, you will see the glory of God?
So they took away the stone. Then Jesus looked up and said, Jesus called in a loud voice, Lazarus, come out! The dead man came out, his hands and feet wrapped with strips of linen and a cloth around his face.